Okay, so on this kettlebell class, as I say, we're going to give alternatives for dumbbells as well, and we've all got different weights. Main thing is, like I'm saying, is that you want to be comfortable with the weights that you're using, but obviously challenging yourself. And you know, when you're working with a weight, really important that you use those core muscles to lift, okay, and legs, all right, so that we really protect the back. But it's really good for strengthening the core. Also, it's quite, you know, it's a high sort of intensity to give you a sort of more of a cardiovascular workout and a strengthening workout, okay. We'll warm up, do then a main body of exercise and a cool down in the strength. So let's take the hands on the hips and bring the heels up. So you're just doing a little curl and just doing a little bit of warming up of the lower body, and then bring the arms into action with that as well. So chest and shoulders. So just gradually feel your way into this section, and then we're going to bring the knees up to the opposite hand as high as you want. Then take your hands back to your hips and then tap your feet back. So then this time we're going to work more into lower legs, a little bit of calves here. Okay, as you tap back, reach out as well. So we get a little bit more heat going. And then take your feet out wide, okay? And then we'll just go side to side. So just checking in inner thighs a little bit. So as that's going, start to reach to the opposite leg or foot and reach your back hand away. So gradually increase that range. See how that feels. And coming up. Okay, so from here, just stamp your feet hip distance apart, rise up onto your toes, and then come down and sweep, like we do in Pilates. Okay, so sending the hips back, in breath up, and exhale down. Yeah, so remember to breathe throughout. Abs pulled in. Okay, good. All right, from here, we're just going to have the left leg forward and just going to swing with that right leg. So you can take it back to the floor. And just swing it up as straight as you can, but obviously if there's too much, bend the knee. So you should just feel that stretch into those glutes and hamstrings. Opposite hand, opposite leg. We're going to change legs. Okay, sweep that leg up. You also got that balance challenge as well. A little bit. Keep breathing. So you're just checking in with your body. Okay. So a bit of mobilizing for the hips. Take it up, round and back, one leg, find a bit of balance. Change direction. Do what you want with your hands, do what you need with your hands to keep that balance. And come down, change legs. So just working up, round and back. Got any nice clicking going on? Change direction. Standing leg strong. Okay, from here, take your right leg over your left and just swing, just to a range that feels okay for you. So you get a little bit more work into inner thighs there. We're going to change legs. Just take it to a range that you are feeling that work. Okay, we're going to come to the back of your mat. All right, and then from here, just roll down through your spine. Walk your hands out and just come to a down dog. Okay, so hips are high, belly's drawn in, and then just pedal the heels up and down. So just stretching it out. And then from here, come to a high plank, just for a moment. Hold it so you're loading the shoulders. Push back to down dog. And again, high plank. And then reach up. So you can take a knee down there if you need. Change. Reach up. So just keep doing that. Remember to take the knee to the floor where you need. Okay. And then push back down dog. And then walk your hands back up. Shake it out a little bit. Okay, so we should be nice and mobilized, got the heart rate going a little bit. So we're going to start with our first exercise. It's going to be the swing, which is the sort of fundamental exercise with the kettlebell. Okay, so with the kettlebell, obviously 2 hands on it. If we're going to use dumbbells, so we can either do one dumbbell and do the same, okay, as we're going to do with the kettlebell, or you could have both your dumbbells, okay, and instead of doing a swing, you would do a deadlift, okay? So we're down like this. All right, so if you choose to do that, then you're squatting down to deadlift. If we're going for the swings, then you're holding on to either your dumbbell or your kettlebell. In breath through, out breath up. So, in breath through, out breath up. Drive the hips, so it's all the focus is on the hips. There's a minimal knee bend and a maximal hip drive. Try not to lean back as you come up. Keep that core switched on. Squeeze. Last 3 and 2 and 1. And just take it down. So take your hands on your hips and just in between tap back. So we'll just do a little bit of active rest whilst we are going to do our next exercise. Okay. Okay, we're going to do one more round of that, all right? So again, if you've got dumbbells, yeah, you're going to be doing a squat and up. So this is basically a deadlift. If we're doing kettlebell or one dumbbell, we're doing the swing. In breath through, out breath up. So really drive the hips, squeeze the glutes. You just take the kettlebell level with the shoulders. Squeeze those glutes. So you're really using those big muscles of the glutes and the thighs. Core switched on. In breath through, sharp, out breath up. 3, 2, 1. And down we come. Okay. This time, just bring your knees up. The opposite hand, make sure you're drinking where you need. Ah, thank you. I thought I brought a drink in here. Oh, yes. All right, good. Okay, so obviously, going to feel a little bit different, obviously working with the different weights, all right? So this one, again, if you've got dumbbells, okay, you can work with both of them. We're going to do a single leg deadlift and we're going to do a row, or you can have one, okay, with the kettlebell, obviously the one, yeah? So make sure your core is engaged, all right? So from here, you're just going to take your right leg back, okay? Soften your left leg and then just lift the right leg off the floor. Okay, and then from here, just roll. Keep your back leg lifted, arms nice and strong, or your dumbbells. Try one more. Come up to standing. Take a breather. So remember, core engaged. Track your left leg back. Soften your right leg. Lift your left leg. It doesn't have to be straight. Hinge from the hips. Go as deep into that as you can. And then row. So really switching on through your core here. Gaze. Balance challenge. Standing leg strong. And one more. And then take a breather. Make sure you bend those knees and put the weights down. Okay, bring the heels up. In between, just keeping moving a little bit. Okay, so we're going to repeat that exercise. All right, single leg deadlift. All right, so remember, you've got your dumbbells, yeah? You can be doing the same exercise with the dumbbells, all right? Or one dumbbell or kettlebell. Okay, so make sure those feet are hip distance apart as you step back. Bend through the standing leg and lift the other leg up. It can be straight or bent. And then draw your kettlebell up towards your chest, your belly, or rowing with your dumbbells. Keep breathing. Keep lifted in the chest, long in the spine, and last one. Come up. So you feel that work in your glutes for sure. Take the left leg back, right leg strong. And hinge from your hips. Lift your back leg, and then roll. Pull the abs in. Find that balance. Keep your neck long. Shoulders down your back. Breathe. So you've got that balance. And then we're adding this rowing action. Last one. And then come up. And take it down. Okay, tap it back again. Get some breath, grab a drink. Okay, so this time we're going to do a single arm high pull, okay? So if you were doing a double arm swing, all right, you may want to go to a lesser weight. So with your dumbbell, you're just going to use one dumbbell this time, okay? And with kettlebell, it's one arm, okay? So it's like doing a swing, but then we're bringing it up to the shoulder, okay? So we swing through, up to the shoulder, no higher. Swing one arm, and either dumbbell or kettlebell, up. Make sure you're breathing, tucking that elbow in so it's low. This is called a high pull. Trying to keep your wrists, you've got to keep your wrists strong. Same action, in breath through, out breath up, and one more, and just take it down, bring those knees up, get some breath, get ready for the other side, okay? So remember, if you've got your dumbbell, you're bringing it in elbows in. Same with the kettlebell, okay? So abs are strong. Remember to pick the weight up properly using the legs. In breath through. And if this is your non-dominant hand, make sure that you really focus on that wrist being strong, everything stabilized. Core working to stabilize the body. In breath through, elbow tucked. Keep breathing. Drive the hips. Really use those legs. Nice and powerful. Last 3, 2, 1. And then rest it up. Bring the knees up. Breathe. Tap the feet back. So, we'll do another exercise now. Okay, so we're going to squat down and we're going to keep the kettlebell close to the body. So if we're using the dumbbells, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to do a squat, clean, press, okay? Squat, clean, press. Kettlebell, okay? You're going to keep that kettlebell close to your body, tucked in. All right, you go into as deep a squat as feels good and press above the head. Keep the kettlebell close to the body. Using the dumbbells, elbows tucked. Keep breathing in, breath down. Back nice and straight. Just watch that you're not leaning back. Deepest as squat as you can. And last one. All right, nice. So just curl those heels up. Stay with your breath. Okay. So let's do one more set of the high pull. So it's that single arm. Okay. So it's like doing the swing and you tuck in. All right. If you want me to do this with the dumbbell, same thing. Swing through and tuck, or you could do the 2 and just swing up to the shoulders. Elbows tucked. Okay, here we go. So it's high pull, one arm. Drive the hips, in breath through, out breath up. You've got to really switch everything on, especially doing these single arms. So with working with the kettlebell, obviously allows you to really work into that non-dominant side. Last 3, 2, 1. Take the weight down, have a little breath, tap your feet back. So this work, you should obviously be feeling it around the glutes, into the core, into the legs, all right, but also upper body as well. So we'll try the other side. So take your feet width of the mat or maybe wider, abs strong. Pick up your weight and either single arm swing, high pull, or you've got your dumbbells and you can either use one or both and just do a clean to the shoulders. Good form, all the way. Breathe through, breathe out sharply as you come up. You got 3, 2, 1. And then take your weight to the floor. Okay, grab yourself a drink if you need it. We're going to start taking a little bit of work on the floor now. So we come down to the floor. First thing we're going to do, so you can either hold on to your dumbbell like this, okay, or you could hold both of them, yeah, if they're a bit lighter. We're going to do a Russian twist, all right, as it's called. Kettlebell would be tight in, holding it by what are called the horns of the kettlebell. And you can take the feet off the floor, you could cross the legs. You're sitting on sit bones where possible. You can have both feet lightly on the floor, or you can lift the leg and keep changing that leg. So we twist. Keep your weight close, or your weight close to your body, and try and get as much rotation as you can. Keep breathing. Elbows tucked, weight tucked in. Do what you need to do with your feet. Remember, it's all about good form, getting as much rotation. 3, 2, 1. And just take a little breather there, and then from there, just take the feet a little bit wider than the mat and just have a little stretch down, just to release the back. Breathe. So we're going to come down to lying on your back, and we're going to take either your dumbbells or your kettlebell onto your hips. Bring your heels in. Okay, in the first class that I did with the kettlebell, we did this as well. I think we did some of this with the dumbbells as well. So I'm just going to come up to a bridge. So lift your hips, squeeze your inner thighs. You're either holding onto your dumbbells or your kettlebell, and then you're coming down. So we lift. So imagine you're holding something between the knees, or you could even have like a firm cushion between the knees here, yeah? So keep breathing. In breath down, exhale to lift. Send the knees away. Squeeze the inner thighs. Press firmly through the floor. Make sure those heels are tight enough in to give you lift. Keep breathing. Keep that lift, send the knees away, squeeze the inner thighs, glutes engaged, slow and controlled, pelvic floor, deep abdominals engaged. 2 more of those. And then come down. So wherever you're at, make sure you got room behind you, okay? So once again, you got your heels tucked in. You can either have 2 dumbbells, 1 dumbbell, 1 kettlebell, okay, for this. We come back up to bridge, okay? Now we take the weight, or the weights above. We lift the hips, squeeze the inner thighs. Slowly with control, without flaring up through your ribs, take your weight back behind you, and then come back. Slowly in breath. And exhale back. So once again, working glutes, working core, stabilizing, working into shoulders. Keep breathing. Try to keep that lift in the hips. Try not to dip down. Keep the inner thighs squeezing, so you keep that power in the pelvis. Breath on the in, breath back, and exhale, come forwards. Or just breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Do 2 more. And then come down. All right, nice. So from here, we're going to stretch your left leg long, okay, and keep your right leg bent. Okay, take your left leg out to the side. Now take your kettlebell to your right side. So you've either got a kettlebell or a dumbbell. If you're using the kettlebell, I would be using your lighter version, or even swap to a lighter dumbbell for this. This is this Turkish get-up, and we're only doing the very first part of it. So it requires us to keep the right arm stable, directly above the shoulder, all the way, okay? All right, and the left arm goes out to the side. The abs are pulled in. We're only going to just do a few reps on each side. So lift up. Yeah, I know about this one with a 12K. And then we come back down. And then we lift. And then come back down, keeping that weight directly above your shoulders. On your shoulder. Control the movement on both phases. And lift. And lower. We'll do 2 more. And last one. And coming down with control. Take your weight to the other side. Okay, bend your left leg and straighten your right leg out and take it wider than the mat. Take your right hand down to your side. Pull your belly in. Press the weight above the head. If you've got a kettlebell, it's behind the wrist. Okay, so abs pulled in, pelvic floor. Lift, and then come back down. And lift. So keep that weight directly above the shoulder. Reach up nice and strongly. So this is really good work into the shoulder and stabilizing, also into core. Make sure you're breathing. Last couple of these. Keep that good form. Abs pulled in. And then come back down. Take some breath there and just hug your knees into your chest. Okay, so you're going to take your weight, all right? And if you've got dumbbell, if you've got a kettlebell, you hold it by the horns of the kettlebell, as it were. You take your feet wide, wider than the mat. Arms are pulled in. If you've got dumbbells, then you can have 2 or 1. Okay, arms pulled in. We're going to curl up and we're going to reach forward, slowly back. Okay, and then curl up and reach, slowly back. And curl up. So keep your thighs strong, keep your toes towards you, your heels away, arms pulled in. Reach. Lower back with control. Don't strain your neck. Keep that chin tucked. Breathe. So it's like doing a roll up in Pilates, but with the weight, but also the legs wide. We're going to go for 3 more of these. And 1 more. And then come back to sitting. Okay, good stuff. So if you just come back to sitting up, and we're going to do 1 more set of those Russian twists, as they're called. Those are the Russian twists and Turkish get-ups. What else could there be? Okay, so We're sitting tall. All right, we've got our dumbbells or kettlebell or one dumbbell, and we're leaning back. And we can either have one foot up, both heels down, or cross the legs. Twist. Keep your weight close to your body. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, great stuff. We're going to come around onto your knees. All right, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to step forwards first with your right leg, okay? And we're going to be taking, so if you've got dumbbells, you could actually hold both of them here, all right? And you will take your left hand up first, and you'll be pressing up. With the kettlebell, get a lighter kettlebell, all right? Take it behind the wrist and press, and press. So your other hand, well, if it's got the dumbbell in it, then that's what's going on. Other hand could rest on the thigh or rest down. Just, we're trying to isolate into the shoulders here, backs of the arms. So this is pretty tough. In breath down, exhale, press. You're going to try 3 more. And then come down with control. Okay, so we're going to step the left foot forward. So make sure your knees are comfortable, that back knee. Okay, so again, if you've got dumbbells, this time the right hand comes up, the left hand's down, and we press. Kettlebell behind the wrist, press. So in breath down, try to keep the body as still as possible, core switched on, and really just work to get that shoulder press. Keep the neck relaxed as you can, gaze relaxed. Last 3, 2, 1. And then place your weights out of the way. And then just take your hands forwards and just stretch back into child's posture. So just take some breath there. And then from there, come back up to those knees. All right, take your hands behind, interlace your fingers, and just stretch the arms away. So we're gradually just going to be cooling down and stretching off now. Okay, so chest muscles. So from here, keep the hands as they are, just drop down, dropping the head down to the floor, and stretch the arms away. And breathe. And release. Just come to your hands under your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And if you stretch your right arm forwards, reach it forward, stretch away, and then take your left arm and reach that under, drop the head and just reach with either arm. So just get a bit of a spine twist. And shoulders, releasing scapula, shoulder blades. Come back to hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Stretch the other arm forwards, and then take the opposite arm through, drop the head, and stretch. Reach away with either arm. Breathe. And release. So we're going to bring the hands to the front of the mat, tuck the toes, come up to a down dog.
pull the belly in and pedal the heels up and down. So because we've done a lot of work into the hip joint, okay, so that's big muscles of the glutes, we're going to be doing some hip opener stretches, all right? So come back down to your knees and just step your right foot forwards. Take your left knee back as far as you can, okay, and just sink down. So we're just going to sink down to feel that stretch into those hip flexors. Okay, so deepen that stretch. Make sure your back knee is comfortable. And if you can, you now twist round to your right. So reach round. And if it's possible, you can lift this back foot off the floor, and then front thigh will be stretched and hip flexors a little more. If not, just stay as you are. Now straighten the front leg. So hamstrings, roll the toes up, stretch the hands down the leg or to the floor. And then work the hands forwards on the leg or the floor. Breathe. You're going to bring that foot back. So from here, we're either going to do a pigeon posture stretch, or if you don't like that, lie on your back and do a figure of four stretch. So with pigeon, we're going to take the right foot to the left side of your mat. Okay, drop the hands down, drop the knee down, and send that right foot as far forwards as you can, and the left foot as far back as you can. Come to the ball of the foot if you can, or the top of the foot. Sink down. Maybe reach down. Maybe you can be lying on your back as well. Breathe. So keep the hips squared up, reaching away with the back leg, keep that active. Otherwise, figure of four, you keep drawing up, opening up through the hips, because definitely when you do the kettlebells, where you will feel it is the glutes and the inner thighs, probably from all the swinging kind of action that we've done. So come back, and if you can, push back up to down dog. Otherwise, go to a child's posture. Take some breath there, lengthen the back of the body, open the shoulders. Come down again to knees. Come up to that high kneeling, and now step your left foot forwards. Okay, and send the right knee away. Okay, so feel in that stretch into the hip flexors and the back leg. Okay, so the knee further back than the hip. Sinking down. Twist to your left now. Reach the left hand behind. And if you can, bring that foot off the floor and stretch out. Release that, and then straighten the front leg. Toes are up, heels are away. Draw the chest down. So hands can be on the legs or on the floor. Toes are up, heels are away. Breathe. So come back. So this is where we take it into that pigeon stretch, or we lie on the back for figure of four stretch. Okay. So if we're doing pigeon, we take the left foot to the outside of the mat, take the hands down, drop the knee, and stretch the back leg. So the more flexible you are in the hips, the further forwards that left foot will be towards the right hand. Okay. Keep your back foot active, back leg active. And fold forwards if that feels good. And then we're stretching into that left side. Okay. Keep the hips square, keep breathing. And then hands back, and just push back. Okay, pull the belly in, lift the hips high. Pedal your heels up and down. Push the floor away. Now take your right foot round the back of your left leg, okay, and then just sink the left heel down. Change legs. Come back to down dog, draw the belly and lift the hips high. Push the floor away. Now walk your hands to your feet. And scoot your belly in and roll up. Restack your spine. Come back on your mat. And set your feet out. Nice and wide, but so you're stable. So take them out as wide as is a challenge for you. Your toes are in, your heels are out.
Okay, pelvic floors engaged, deep abdominals engaged. Now just track those hands down your legs. Okay, and tuck your head in. Okay, and shift the weight through the feet towards, not just on your heels, but through the balls of the feet, through to the edges of the feet, through to the toes. And tuck your head in and pull and lift your sit bones high and stretch out through the inner thighs and through the hamstring. Breathe. Look up. Take your right hand directly underneath your head and take your left hand up to the ceiling or the sky. And change. Come back, scoot your belly in and roll up. And tap it out. And just get some breath and take your shoulders back and round. So let's just take the left arm out and take the right arm just above the elbow and just pull to just stretch out through the posterior deltoid there. And we're going to look over that shoulder. So keep pulling, feeling that stretch and change. Pull and reach. Looking over that opposite shoulder. Now take one arm up, the other hand just above the elbow, and tricep stretch. So from here, you may be able to release the other hand and reach it up, and maybe reach towards the other hand. If that's not happening, stay as you are, or work towards it. Change sides. So again, stretch down between the shoulder blades. Maybe the other hand can reach up. One to work towards if you're not there, for sure. And release. So feet at hip distance, just soften the knees a little bit and just swing round. Let the arms loose. And just tapping against the body. And then shake it out. All right, we're going to finish there.